Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's webinar, Yoga and Meditation for Stress Reduction. My name is Juliana Valencia. I am a social services specialist with Fairfax Area Agency on Aging. You should have received an email this morning with our instructors' slides, so you'll have them for future reference. I also want to remind you that not all exercises are suitable for everyone. Make sure you consult with your physician or any other healthcare professional before participating in today's session. Now, if you experience any discomfort or faintness or dizziness, pain, or shortness of breath at any time while exercising, you should definitely stop immediately. Now, today's presentation is being recorded, and a recording of this presentation is going to be sent to all registrants by early next week. There will be a brief survey as you signed out. Please take a moment to answer those questions because it really helps us when you give us your feedback. Also, at the end of the presentation, we are going to allocate a few minutes for you to submit your questions. Please use our question box to do that. Now, it is my pleasure to introduce today's presenter, Lucy Gerland. Lucy works with caregivers and other busy women to help them feel their best so they can have energy to do the things they enjoy. Lucy understands caregiver and their needs on a very personal level, having taken care of both her parents and now beginning the caregiving journey for another relative. Lucy worked as a caregiver specialist for the Fairfax County Area Agency on Aging for 15 years. And after retiring, she started her own business, providing wellness coaching and yoga classes online. Lucy is a certified master yoga teacher, wellness coach, wellness coach. She's also a functional aging specialist and certified personal trainer. In addition to helping women prioritize themselves and reduce their stress through better self-care, Lucy loves swimming, gardening, and crafting. Lucy is going to lead us into this session today. So Lucy, welcome, and thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here, and I'm grateful to everybody who is taking some time out of their day, either live or recorded, because I know how busy you are. I also want to say it's interesting being on this side of the screen because in my work with the Fairfax Area Agency on Aging, for many years I was on the other side doing what Juliana just did, and I'm just glad to have an opportunity to share this material with you and also take you through. We're actually going to go through a seated yoga practice and then a little bit of meditation. So I see that I'm sharing my screen. I guess that is what happened here. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit and then we'll get to the doing, okay? So yoga and meditation. So today since we'll be covering both, we'll be having a yoga practice in the chair, and then right after that we'll move into a little meditation, and the meditation will end with the final relaxation that we do from yoga. So that's our plan for today, our flow. Okay. So just a little bit about what is yoga. And yoga is awareness. It helps quiet your mind and helps you connect with your true self. And that is what makes it very different from many other forms of exercise. If you were walking or taking an aerobic dance class, there could be music involved and you're moving to the beat of the music. You're trying to maybe disconnect sometimes from how tired you are so that you can keep going. Yoga is completely different. We stay keyed into the self. We're never trying to disconnect from ourselves here. It's really a journey of self-discovery. And the word yoga means union, where we are uniting the body and the mind through the breath. So a lot of people used to say to me, I'm not flexible, and still do, I'm not flexible enough to do yoga. And that is one of the reasons I became a yoga teacher. You do not have to be flexible to do yoga. You don't have to be strong. You don't have to be any particular weight or size. There's a type of yoga for everybody, regardless of your age, your fitness level, or the other things that I've just mentioned. When my kids were toddlers, and they're in their 20s now, I used to do yoga with them and their classmates. So you can do yoga with 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds. Recently, I did yoga with 70, 80, and 90-year-olds in between. Every variety of fitness level, people who could stand, people who had to remain seated, people who were flexible, and people who were not. So at its core, yoga is awareness of the breath. And then from there, it can take on various forms of movement. So if you do nothing else but sit and breathe and focus on your breath, you are doing yoga. Today, we'll be doing a seated gentle yoga that is, it's appropriate for everybody, accessible, but if you have any kind of medical concerns, or you have not been exercising regularly, as Juliana already said, always check with your doctor or medical professional before beginning any new exercise program. And I'll say it again, as Juliana said, if you start feeling out of breath or uncomfortable, then stop immediately. Okay. So why do yoga? All exercise has a positive impact on long-term health and well-being. It can help build strength, improve your balance, and increase your flexibility. Additionally, yoga can help reduce anxiety, elevate your mood, and improve sleep. And again, other exercises can do this as well. As far as flexibility is related to yoga, it is not required to be flexible to start practicing yoga, but yoga will improve your flexibility. It will help with your balance, your core strength, which helps protect your spine, and also, very importantly, will help avoid falls. Yoga improves your breathing, slowing down and deepening the breath. Yoga can help reduce pain and improve mobility. It can help protect from injuries in a couple of ways. So you better understand your body, you identify your limits, and you don't push yourself to do things that might be unsafe or unadvisable for you. And it will also strengthen weaker areas of the body. It can help you eat and sleep better by boosting your digestion, increasing your serotonin. Also importantly, helps strengthening the immune system, improving heart health, which can lead to reduction of blood pressure and calming of your heart rate. So by helping us focus on the present and keeping us mindfully in the present, yoga helps bring peace and happiness and can improve mental health. Part of that can be reducing anxiety and depression, decreasing stress, and I'll teach you a breath that really helps with stress reduction when we get into our yoga. And now I'm going to prove to you that yoga can improve your mood in 3 seconds. So if your mind has wandered while I've been talking, come back now. Okay, just sit up in your chair, take a little breath. Now, think about how you feel. And now raise the right corner of your mouth. Now raise the left corner of your mouth. And you probably found yourself smiling. You might have laughed, and that will improve your mood. So that's a 3-second way to turn your frown upside down. Okay, that's called smile asana in yoga. Okay, and by having your mouth upturned, that will help reduce and avoid wrinkles. It also helps generate new cells for the body. Okay, so those are just some of the ways that yoga really helps us. How often should you do yoga? At least 2 to 3 times a week. And if you're not currently doing it, start slow, 5 minutes up to 30 minutes. Some people practice a lot longer. It's not required. But for any type of exercise or program to be effective, at least 2 times a week. So if you want to take a yoga class, where can you find them? Well, very common now are videos, a lot of videos on YouTube, a lot of services, subscriptions where you can call up various types of yoga classes on demand and do the class, okay? Live online. So you might find where a teacher is actually live online, and that can be either just the teacher instructing a class, or that might be an online class where you are at, the teacher actually sees you and you have interaction with the teacher. And that is the kind of classes that I teach online because I like to have that interaction with my students and make sure that they're staying safe and doing things that are appropriate for them and that they are in proper alignment. And also, there are a lot of live in-person classes. So at rec centers, gyms, I also teach those. And those are where you're really going to get a lot of interaction with the instructor. And they can really see you to make sure that you are staying safe and doing things with proper alignment. Okay. So generally, for a safe yoga practice, you want to always, again, we're saying this, consult with a medical professional before starting any new exercise program. This is so important. Start where you are. So yoga meets you where you are. You don't have to be a certain way or prepare to show up for yoga. You come to yoga, yoga meets you where you are, okay? Listen to your body and modify when needed, okay? So you need to stay tapped in to how you're feeling, okay? In other words, let's say forward fold, right? There's a forward fold in the practice, and you only go a few inches forward instead of bringing your hands way down. That's where you need to be, okay? I'll demonstrate a little more of that when we're live. If you are working with an instructor, always inform the instructor of any special conditions that you have, high blood pressure, sciatica, osteopenia, osteoporosis, very important there. So inform your instructor so that they can help you stay safe. Always practice mindfully, which will help keep you safe. Today we'll be using a chair, we'll be seated in a chair, but even in your standing yoga practices, you might want to have a chair or a wall nearby and use them for extra stability and balance as needed, okay? Be very patient. You know, people often see, well, that person can touch their toes. I want to touch my toes. Yoga is not about touching your toes. Yoga is about the journey of movement, okay? Always be patient with yourself. There might be things that you see an instructor do. The instructor might be a lot younger, or in my case, I'm not that young, but I've been practicing for decades. And some of these things took me that long to be able to do. So be patient, focus on being steady and comfortable, and have fun. So hopefully we'll have some fun today. So after our seated yoga practice, we'll do a little meditation. And meditation is just about relaxing and taking a break from your everyday busyness. Okay. Some of the benefits of meditation, well, of course, they crisscross with yoga, and then there are some other ones. So reducing stress, helping to control anxiety, lengthening attention spans, and you've probably heard, you know, our attention spans are getting shorter and shorter, 7 seconds. So this can be a really useful thing. Enhancing self-awareness, may help reduce age-related memory loss, may help fight addictions. Again, like yoga and other forms of exercise, can help improve your sleep. Some forms of meditation can help some people to control their pain. Decrease in blood pressure, again, related to the calming the heart. And meditation is pretty much accessible anywhere. So there are a lot of types of meditation, and one of the most common thoughts people have is, I need to get a pillow, sit on the floor, cross my legs, put my hands on my lap, and close my eyes and think about nothing for as long as I possibly can. Okay? And there are many other ways to meditate. All right, so the one that we will be doing today is a progressive relaxation body scan. Mindfulness meditation refers to continually bringing your mind back to your breath and staying aware of where you are, breath awareness. There are moving meditations. You could walk, and that could be your meditation. You could walk in circles. There are meditation rings, or just walk in circles around your living room. Any form of movement where you just stay focused on your breath, stay in the present. That's going to be a moving meditation. Emotional freedom technique, tapping, is another form of meditation. Some people are helped by either chanting or saying a mantra over and over again, and that's their focal point for meditation. And prayer is a form of meditation for many people. So as we move into our meditation, you will want to think about your goals for meditation. Do you want pick one goal today for your meditation? Do you want it to help you calm down, focus more, be more creative? Okay, actually, if I'll go back to this list for a second, and there may be something on here, and just pick one thing. Okay, 5 minutes of meditation is not going to bring all of this to you, but just find one thing that you want to focus on in today's meditation. What would you like meditation to help you do today? Okay, find a distraction-free area, be comfortable, and this is really important, use a timer, because a lot of times you'll be in your meditation or attempting to meditate, and your mind will keep saying to you, it's been 25 minutes. You should stop. It's been too long, and it's actually been 10 seconds because we're just not used to sitting still. Also, maybe you are more into your meditation, but you know that you need to end it so that you can, you can get on with your life. So again, starting small with meditation, 2-3 minutes, set your timer and just you don't need to think about time until your timer goes off. Okay. Be patient with yourself again. So if you're sitting there and your mind just continues to wander and you have to keep coming back to the breath 100 times in 2 minutes, that's great. You meditated, you did it. Be patient and just continue with the process. Okay, if your mind wanders, return to your breath or your mantra and start short and simple. Okay. All right. So that is pretty much what I wanted to share with you. And now we're going to go back to video so that we can start the really fun part, which is our yoga practice here. So I think stop showing my screen. All right. Juliana, can you see me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay. All right. I'm going to move back, and please, everybody, you should be in a sturdy chair, right? I have just your basic folding chair here. We're not in like a recliner or anything like that. On a non-skid surface, so the chair doesn't move, okay? I invite you to take off your shoes and socks. That's a really comfortable way to practice. If you're not in a position to do that, then practice with your shoes or socks on, or both, okay? This is your practice. Now, we're gonna go through a bunch of moves, and you are going to get a recording of this, so you will have this to refer back to whenever you want. I'm going to scoot back just a little bit so you can completely see me here, okay? And as far as being on your chair, be more at the edge of your chair so you can move easily. And if your feet don't reach the floor, find a book or a block or a pillow to put them on. So that'll bring the earth up to your feet. Okay. All right. So everybody, hopefully you've had a minute to get settled in your chair. Okay, we're going to start again with the hips toward the edge of the chair, sitting up nice and tall, spine long, and every yoga practice begins with breath. So we're going to just place the hands comfortably and just let your breath smooth out. Just gentle, we're not trying to do anything deep here. We're just letting the breath smooth and settle. And by just taking a moment to let your breath smooth and settle, you may have noticed your energy already shifting. And now we're going to deepen the breath. So go ahead and place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart. And as you exhale, notice your belly button is pressing towards your spine. The breath is coming up past the heart and goes out through the nose. And then as you inhale, draw breath in through the nose. Observe it as it goes past your heart and deep into your belly, and you'll feel your belly press against your hand. And then exhaling again, belly button to spine, breath is rising past the heart, out through the nose. And then inhaling through the nose, past the heart, and into the belly. Okay. And then just do that 2 more times on your own. You can bring your hands down or leave them where they are. But 2 nice deep breaths. And after you finish your second breath, just allow your breath to return to normal. Okay, we're going to deepen the breath in a couple of ways now, adding some arms. Your arms are down by your side. If you have arms on your chair, you might need to take your arms out wider. Otherwise, they can be down by your side. Exhale. And then float your arms up and listen to your shoulders. Maybe this is high enough for you today. Maybe you keep going. Maybe your arms go all the way up and your fingertips touch. That's between you and your shoulders, and then turn your palms out and exhale, hands down. Inhaling, draw the arms up as the spine lengthens. You might even feel your feet starting to press more deeply into the mat or into your floor as you draw your arms up and exhale. And then one more time, draw the arms up. Again, it's between you and your shoulders and your spine, how high your arms go right now. And exhale. Okay, we're going to do a little thing called a wing and a prayer breath. That's even a little more deeper. So bring your hands together, and then with your palms touching, inhale your fingertips up. Now exhale your fingertips back down and draw your elbows back, arching the spine a little bit as you look up, and bring the hands together. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what my spine is doing right now. You stay the way you are. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the hands down. Inhale, open the spine. And exhale, draw your hands together. Okay, one more time. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And then bring your hands comfortably back to your lap. Okay. We're going to move into cats and cows now. So your hands are close to your knees, and we're going to arch the back and look up. This is called the cow, and then round the spine and gaze toward your lap. This is called the cat. So as you arch your back and look up, you're opening your heart, and as you round your spine and gaze toward your lap, you're bringing length to the spine and opening that space in between your shoulder blades. And just keep going, inhaling and exhaling. This really brings a lot of mobility to the spine. It's very balancing. And you're always moving in tune with your own breath. And the next time you're gazing toward your lap, just hold here and breathe into the space in between your shoulder blades. And then tucking your chin, roll your hands up your lap. When you get to vertical, roll your shoulders back a few times and forward a few times, releasing those shoulders. Okay. Now we're going to take the spine from side to side. So go ahead and let your, I can't tell, this might be your left hand on your screen, and arm up. So one arm down, one arm up. Inhale and tilt towards your lowered arm. And then come on back. That arm down, other arm up, and tilt toward your lowered arm. And release and move to the other side and tilt. So we're trying to keep the hips square in the chair here, taking whatever length of tilt, whatever depth of tilt works for your body here, getting a nice stretch in the side body. Again, if you have arms, your hand might be on the arm of the chair and you tilt this way. If you have arms on your chair, you have to work with what you've got, right? And tilt. And then release. Okay, we're going to do very gentle twist for the spine. Okay, we'll start with gentle. So inhale, put some length in your spine, and then as you exhale, just twist to one side, bring your hand to your thigh and your other hand back to your chair. And then come center. Inhale, make your spine long. Exhale, twist to the other side. Come back to center. Okay. Now you may choose to add some arms to that or just stay doing this. Inhale the arms up and exhale, twist, bringing the arms down. Inhale the arms up and exhale, twist, bringing the arms down. So whichever version of this works best for you and where you are right now, that's the one you do. We're just gently taking the body side to side, bringing lots of mobility to the spine. And then come back to center and shake the legs out, shake the arms out. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we got the upper body pretty well. We're going to do some leg movements, and that's going to involve a little bit of core work eventually as well. And the core is so important. It goes all the way around. It protects your spine. It helps keep you balanced, keeps you nice and strong. So we really always want to work that. All right, so let's start with the hips, loosening them up. So your feet are hip width distance right now, and just let your legs kind of open and close. Think about butterfly wings happening here. This is why you want to be on the edge of your chair, okay? You want to be on the edge of your chair. If you're leaning back in your chair and trying to open and close your legs, you're not going to get a lot going on here. So be at the edge of your chair, open and close. Just give those hips a little loosening up here. And now let's sit up nice and tall, and we're going to make some rainbows. So take your foot to the ball of the foot, and then lift your knee and make a nice rainbow. Take the foot out to the side and back to the center. We're going to stay on this side and go out and in, out and in. So really making a nice rotation with the hip, and in and out and in. Okay, all right, so go as far as you can with that, right? This might be your rainbow for today. Let's take the other foot to the ball of the foot, and we make a rainbow out and in. You keep going. Again, this might be your rainbow. It might be a lot smaller of a rainbow right now. Whatever is appropriate for you and where your body is right now. We're keeping the spine long, we're keeping the breath moving, we are opening up those hips. And one more, and bring the feet back, about hip width distance, open and close the knees, and shake everything out. You can wiggle your hands, you can wiggle your toes, you can wiggle anything that you want, okay? This is your practice, this is your time. Do what feels good to you. All right, now we're going to take those hips and bring the knees, so we've opened up the hips a little bit, loosen them up. Hold on to your thigh and draw your knee up. So you might draw it up just a couple of inches here. That knee might be coming closer to your chest. Hold on to your leg, wherever you are here, wherever is right for you, hold on to your leg. If this works for you, you can hold on to your shin and sit up nice and tall. If not, you're just holding on to your leg. Inhale and exhale. And while we're here, we're going to point and flex the toes to get that ankle moving, and then circle one direction and the other. You know, the ankles work so hard all day for us. Bring that foot and leg down. So it's nice to give them a little attention. Putting your hands on your other leg, take your leg up. This might be far enough for you today. This might be far enough for you today. This might be where you go today. It doesn't matter. It's where you belong. Point and flex your foot again. And circle that ankle and circle the other way and release. Okay, I promised you we were going to do some core work, so let's get to that right now. Go back to your original leg, bring the leg up, okay? And for this, you don't need you're not going to be holding on to your shin. You're not going to be bringing your leg in. You're going to keep it out like this, all right? And then just extend that leg forward and bend it. You might be starting to feel your core extend and in, extend and in, extend and in. Bring that foot down and go to your second leg, okay? Extend and in. Really think about these muscles right here. See if you feel anything happening. Extend and release. Give your legs a little shake. Okay, so that could be your move for today. Now we're going to go back to the first leg and extend. Okay, now let go with one arm. How does that feel? If it's for you today, let go with your other arm. Otherwise, just hold your leg. And then if you're feeling real groovy here, extend and bend, extend and bend. And 4. And release. So anywhere along that line that is appropriate for you is where you work, right? Okay, let's go to the other leg, draw it up. Sitting up nice and tall. Extend the leg. Maybe let go with one arm, one hand. Maybe let go with the other hand. And then bend and extend a few times. And bring that foot down. All right, so maybe you felt that in your core. Hopefully felt a little. We're going to do a more traditional core move. Cross your hands to your shoulders like this. It doesn't matter which hand is on which is in front. Okay, opposite hand to opposite shoulder. Again, I'm going to turn sideways. Spine is nice and long. And with a nice long spine, right? You're not tucking your chin. Everything's long. Just lean forward till you feel your core have to kick in to keep you from collapsing onto your thighs. We're not collapsing. The core is keeping us up here, and then sit up nice and tall. And then we go forward to that same core challenge point here and up. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Forward and up and forward and up. Okay, shake your arms out for a moment. We'll try this one time together. Arms out. Same thing, forward and up. So that might have felt like a lot more work for your core to you, and that might be okay with you. The next 4, you're either going to do with your arms out or your hands crossed. Which is better for you? Inhale, long spine, come forward and up. Come forward. We're really using the core here. You have to focus, you have to concentrate on that, and up. Come forward and up, and come forward and up, and then release your arms down. Okay, so we did upper body, we did some lower body, we moved the spine in 6 different directions. We did some core work. We're just going to shake the legs out, wiggle the fingers. Yeah, we did feet and ankles. Go ahead and wiggle your toes from here. Inhale and exhale. And take a few breaths. All right, so that's been kind of already a full body workout. we're going to walk the feet 2 steps forward, just a little bit forward. Put your hands on your thighs, okay? And we're moving into a forward fold. You're only going to go as far as feels right to you right now. And forward folding gives you an opportunity to just be with yourself, calm down, check in. So walk your hands 2 steps forward. There you go, you're in a forward fold. Now, if it feels right to you, walk your hands a little farther down. Try and keep your spine long right now, okay, rather than rounding the head or tucking the chin. And then if it feels right to you, walk your hands a little farther down. Take a couple of breaths here. We never stop breathing. Did I forget to mention that? Don't stop breathing. And then walk your hands back up. All right, so that's a forward fold. Okay, so you should be sitting really way at the edge of your chair. You might decide that you want your legs a little straighter so you get more of a hamstring stretch here. Hands to the thighs and take yourself forward. Stop here or keep going. Stop here or keep going. Forward fold, your expression of a forward fold. And then walk your hands back up. All right, there's another way to get down and up in forward fold, and that's floating or flowing into it. So you might just feel most comfortable continuing to walk your hands down, or you might inhale, float your arms up, and exhale, bring your hands to wherever they have been going. And inhale, float your arms up, or walk your hands up, okay? Whichever way you like best, 2 more times. If you tried the arms floating down and you said, no, I like the other way better, then go back to that. This is your practice, your way. And then eventually everybody walk your hands back and bring your hands to heart center. Your ankles are under your knees, so you're nice and tall here. Inhale and exhale. Now just close your eyes for a moment and start to scan your body. See how things feel. Come into that smile asana. Raise the right corner of your mouth and then the left corner of your mouth. And allow your mind to just move around your body. Do you feel energy flowing through? Are there any parts that feel really tight, tense, stuck that you want to release? Let's go ahead and just think about that. Wiggle the toes. We're going to do a progressive relaxation for the body. So right now we're just tapping into any like really essentially unhappy parts of the body. Or we're tapping into the body feels really good right now, and you just did from head to toe, you did a lot of great things for your body. All right, let's prepare for meditation and then final relaxation here. So to prepare for meditation, now you get to just sit back in your chair. Now you want to be really comfortable. Inhaling and exhaling, just settling your breath. And I invite you to close your eyes if at all possible. So our goal here is just to stay mindful, stay present, keep coming back to the breath. So as the mind starts to wander, as it inevitably will, just keep coming back to your breath. Okay? So if you're comfortable, eyes are closed. If the eyes closed doesn't work for you, just try and let your eyelids be heavy. And now beginning with your right leg, okay? Engage all the muscles of your foot. Just kind of feel the muscles of your foot, wiggle your toes. and relax your whole foot. Engage the muscles of your calf and your shin on the right side and release. Now engage the muscles from your right knee to your right hip, so all the way up your upper right leg, and release. Now just feel your right leg nice and at ease, relaxed. Moving to the left. Engage all the muscles of your left foot, wiggle your toes, and release. Your lower left leg, the shin and the calf to the knee. Engage and release. Now from your knee up to your hip, engage and release. And feel your left leg nice and relaxed and released. Keeping your mind right on the part of the body that you are focused on. Staying aware. Okay. We're going to move to the arms now. So go ahead and make a gentle fist with your right hand and then release. Open up the fingers, spread them wide. Wiggle them a little bit. Now your right forearm. Engage all the muscles from your wrist to your elbow and release. Your right arm from the elbow to the shoulder. Engage all those muscles and release. And just feel your right arm heavy and relaxed. Put your right hand back on your lap so your right arm can be comfortable. And moving to the left, make a gentle fist with your left hand, open those fingers, wiggle them, and relax. From the wrist to the elbow, engage all those muscles and relax. From your elbow to your shoulder, engage and relax. And now feel your left hand and your left arm heavy and relaxed with your left hand back on your thighs. And feel both legs and both arms just nice and relaxed and heavy. And now engage the muscles of your core and your glutes and relax. Shrug your shoulders towards your ears and relax. Scrunch up your face and then relax all the muscles of your face. And now scan your body from head to toe, feeling the heaviness and relaxation of your body. And just start to focus on your breath being nice and smooth here. So we're thinking about the breath, gently inhaling and exhaling, just observing the breath. Coming back to the breath anytime the mind tries to go elsewhere. And now just staying where you are, nice and comfortable. Our final relaxation here. Just continue breathing. Let go of any effort. You don't even have to follow the breath anymore. Just relax. And now very slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Allow your breath to deepen. Start to return movement to your body. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And on your next inhale, take a nice deep breath, maybe bringing the arms overhead again, as far up as they go today. And then exhale, bring your hands down to your side. And then bring your palms together. And bringing your palms to your heart, turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit. Thank and honor yourself for your practice today. And we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.
Lucy, that was wonderful. I feel relaxed and about to fall asleep.
That's why I said you have to set a timer. And for a lot of people, that last minute or so, that last couple of minutes might have felt like an hour. Like sometimes in final relaxation or that people are like, when is this going to end? You know? So if that was your experience in final relaxation, know that that is, or meditation, that is very common. And that is a reason to continue doing it. Right? Work with yourself. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I want to invite our audience at this point that if you have any questions about today's session, please feel free to use the question box and submit your questions. I'll be happy to read those questions to Lucy. And while we wait, I actually have a couple of questions for you. We know that caregiving can be an isolating experience for a lot of people. How does yoga help someone build community?
Well, it helps build community if you do it in community. And community for you might be watching a video and seeing the instructor, and maybe there are models there sometimes, okay, so you might not feel so alone. Or if possible, that you do it in a class setting, in a group setting, whether online or in person, and get to know the other people there. So also, I think the other thing is when you practice yoga, you start feeling more energetic, you feel healthier, you might feel brighter and more cheerful, especially if you practice the smile asana a lot. And you might want to be with people more. I know as caregivers, sometimes we are very, very, very connected on a hours-long basis with our loved one, right? And it's just like when you have young children too. People are pulling on you every day and you say, I've had enough. I just want to be by myself, and that's fine. But we do need to be with other people. So as yoga helps you just feel a little better, maybe you'll have a little more energy to bring other people into your world. And again, classes are a great way to build community. You know, find a class with like-minded people, you know, that you can relate to.
That is true. That's absolutely true. And you know, for people who might want to try chair yoga, sometimes sitting on a chair may be hard. Would you recommend using a cushion, or is that not safe? What are your tips on that?
Yeah, I would recommend, like I'm on a folding chair right now, okay? And it has a small cushioned seat, and that that really should be enough. If you have I even have done, and with my mom, she did yoga in my wooden kitchen chair. It's better to have that support. With a pillow, for some things, the pillow is fine. So you're sitting here and you're not moving around too much, okay? And you're sitting on a pillow. Oh, now you can't really see me anymore because I moved the screen. But anyway, let's just say I'm sitting in a chair, okay? Now, if I start moving side to side and then my hips are on a pillow and that pillow is sliding, that's not going to help me very much. So no, in general, I don't recommend that. If you are sitting there meditating or breathing, then yeah, use a pillow, but find a balance for that, really. Now, if you are sitting on a floor on a pillow, the pillow is not going to slide like it would on a chair. So with a chair, you have to be a little more careful.
That is true. Well, thank you so much, Lucy. This has been really excellent. We are actually getting ready to end our session today. And as you signed out, there will be a brief survey. Please take a moment to answer those questions because it truly helps us provide programs that you are interested in. I also want to invite you to our next two webinars on this series. And that's going to be, our next session will be on memory engagement with arts and crafts on Friday, September 10th from 2 to 3. Lucy, thank you so much. This was excellent. Thank you. And
I just want to say, you have my website at the end of this presentation, and on my website you can get information about doing a free class with me. I have some next week, and I also put up a document for you that is the seated yoga, some seated yoga moves that you can do, and there's also a button where you can contact me. So if you want to stay in touch, that's the best place to find me right now is on that website. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, that was going to be my next question. How do we contact you? So
yeah, that would be the best way. So, and I'll look forward to, if you, after this class, you have some specific questions or anything, you can go to my website and contact me. My email's on there.
Could you tell us your website? Is it www.
Be Fit and Well Now. No, it's not. That is my email. It's fitandwellwithlucy.com. And I think that's on the last, it's on the last slide there.
Great.
So fitandwellwithlucy.com. I don't even know, but
it's okay. Everyone will get that information. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for being with us today, for sharing an hour of your day with us. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you, Lucy.
Thank you.